Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Turn Order Warped. Season 2, Episode 2. We will be using mature language. If you're not okay with that, then it's going to be a really weird experience for you because you're going to be not okay with the entire show, and your entire existence could very well be deformed or warped.
Here's some mature language for you. Tax returns.
Don't make me adult.
Insurance.
Oh no!
Mortgage payment.
I'm melting.
Fun fact: I can write off this
Divorce.
month's Netflix subscription as tax
Ow.
Did you
because
do
it's for research purposes. Because I've got the complete Star Trek thing on it.
You
Totally.
massive nerd.
Nice. And when is your new Star Trek thing happening? Is that announced?
15th. It's going to be on roll for it this time.
Is that a Friday?
Yes.
I will be tuning into that
Excellent.
and feeling terribly jealous because you get to play with Maggie.
No, I don't.
Don't you? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
She hates me. No,
She ate you? Oh my God! Is your like your whole foot or?
Maggie's the loveliest person on the internet.
Yeah, but
Camera
even
eyes.
she
And
can
she's
bring herself to
flawless.
like you.
Yeah, and she's flawless as well. It's like,
And
I remember
that's why we like her so much.
I remember the one time I took a selfie with her. It was the most depressing experience of my life.
Oh wow!
They're like, she's just there doing her thing where she just basically glows, and I'm just there like, really?
Don't look at that.
Selfie! And
Excellent. Welcome back, everybody. So the group here, you guys have sort of gathered yourselves up and headed towards the command deck of the Arcadia. You've passed by like a lot of Navy personnel and stuff. You can see like that the command center wasn't hit. The command deck wasn't hit too hard from whatever it is that caused this damage. There's a few, pieces of damage here and there, but for all intents and purposes, it was reasonably unharmed. Except for what appears to be like this sort of one area of the command deck where this sort of what looks to be like this shearing force sort of ripped part of the wall apart. It's one of the only noticeable pieces of damage, and you can see like there's like a maintenance team there that's kind of trying to repair this this damage. This is where Captain Panel was basically fatally wounded. You can see part of the consoles have been like blown out, and the bulkhead has sort of been torn, allowing you to see some of the access tubes and whatnot beyond. Commander Valest is there with the rest of the crew. It looks like they are quite busy at work. They're kind of keeping tabs on the rest of the ship and kind of just getting different damage reports and processing them and reorganizing people across the ship. So Lieutenant Scan mentions that... excuse me, Commander? Yes, Lieutenant. I have discovered some interesting information. I spoke with some of our science personnel aboard the ship, and it appears that we have had a relatively intriguing discovery. Very well. And who are these people? Allow me to introduce Dr. Dick Icarus, researcher.
Okay.
This is Simon, He is, from what I understand, part of the team at sickbay. And she inclines her head. Simon. This is crewman Betty Bahoop.
Right.
Maintenance.
Spanner. Dunk, dunk. Right.
And this is Private Nova. I believe you met her during orientation. Yes, I remember. Private Nova. What is this about? Perhaps I am not the best to speak on it. Perhaps, Dr. Icarus, you can explain to the commander of your findings. And Simon, I believe your input is important as well.
Right. Yes. So, with the help from Freak.
Yeah, freak.
Basically, we are not in the future per se. We are just not from the timeline where we originated.
We've gone through a trans-dimensional warp, like in what was it? Ships and Souls 3. Trans-dimensional warp. Woof.
Ships. I'm not seeing any record of ships and souls. Was that a Harvard paper?
What? No. It's on Meganet flickers.
Meganet flickers.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've never heard of
film.
this library before.
It's a film. You
Film.
watch films, right? You know, them things you sit down and you watch them and you eat your popcorn and
Popcorn?
and sometimes there's chill as well. It's great.
Chill.
Like a Netflickers and chill, you know, bit of you know,
Netflickers and
bit of the old, you know,
Sorry, what university?
Hard Knocks.
Hard knock. Anyway, without the incessant noise of people, we postulated that
We're still where the navigational sensors say we are, right?
Yeah.
So we are where they say we are. It's just we're in the wrong universe.
Can you please explain? What do you mean by the wrong universe?
Well,
We are in the Milky Way
did you bring the
galaxy.
boxes? If imagine there's this box, right? And then there's this box, and then there's this pen, which is the ship. And we basically got here. This is our universe that we was in, right? And then the pen's gone through the two boxes and got into this box, and this is the universe we're in now. There was numbers and things, but he does the numbers. I do the pen.
I understand the concept of a different universe. Thank you for the box analogy, though.
It's all right. It's a good one.
Perhaps you can explain how this happened?
Something happened to the tachyon conduit generator, and instead of propelling us through space, it propelled us through dimensions.
I think it was the screaming.
What screaming? What are you talking about?
I was screaming, but I think it was because I dropped a wrench on my foot.
There was probably quite a lot of screaming because everything was starting to explode. Yes?
Before that. I
And
heard it.
Private Nova said she also heard screaming from the edgings. From edging.
These Edgelords, they are
The
just
Lords of the
teenagers.
Edge. Yes. The
Oh,
Lord-
could they be some sort of trans-dimensional beings?
Maybe.
They don't trans anything. They're just delinquents.
Gwents. Is that?
Delinquents. Ne'er-do-wells.
Why are they stealing
Where are
delinquents?
they dwelling? What?
Oh, you? I have to go.
But
I
I
get scanned when I
need
say
you
this.
for this.
But I have duty.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have even known where we are.
Don't worry about your assignment for now. Please. Private Nova, I think we need to focus on what the doctor is saying. From what you're telling me, Doctor, have you shown this information to anyone else?
No.
Very well. From what you're telling me, it appears that you think we are in another universe, possibly a different dimension, and strangely enough, it appears that the Milky Way is still here. Stars and current locations seem to be accurate, but
Earth isn't here. I checked.
how exactly did you check?
He threw up.
I'm real special.
Please explain. I don't understand.
So I have an ability called Empath that allows me to sense strong emotions and those with whom I converse. What am I feeling from the commander right now?
Skepticism, fear,
Yeah.
and probably surprise.
Okay. So you don't really think it's sure. You're not sure. You don't really think it's real yet. You're not sure. And you're scared. I can tell.
I think anyone that's not scared is a bit of a fool. We are in a place that we don't know, with no means of communication to any of our other colony ships or fleets that have been sent out. I am certainly scared. I'm scared for this crew. I am scared for the ship that has essentially been handed over to me before I'm sure every politician aboard the ship starts to inundate me with requests to replace me, or worse, and ultimately I was not chosen to be the captain of this ship. I was chosen to be an executive officer. So yes, your feelings are correct, but you still have not answered my question.
I can see places.
Where are you from, Simon?
I grew up near a black hole.
Ah,
An asteroid belt.
you have a psychic gift. Many of my people have this gift. I can sense certain things as well, but not nearly as strong as you appear to. Perhaps this psychic intuition that you had, it is a means for us to understand what we have been dealt with, or the hand of which we've been dealt.
I don't want to look anymore.
Why?
Screaming. It's real loud.
I've
Look.
never really spoken to anyone that had as strong a psychic vision as you. I haven't heard about any screaming before. Is this the first time that this has happened?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Very well. Doctor, I would like you and the rest of the science teams to focus your attention on how exactly the tachyon conduit managed to connect us to this alternate universe. I want you to focus on that as your utmost priority. Beyond that, I think we need to focus on the possibility that we might not be able to get back to our universe. And
What difference does that make? We weren't going to go back anyway.
depending on what has happened with the nothing, we need to research that. If it is the interdimensional plague that we think it is, regardless of where we've gone, it could still affect this reality as well. If we're unable to study it, then part of our mission will be worthless.
We have so much information and puzzles. I wouldn't say that is useless.
What kind of puzzles have we got?
Well,
Because I'm terrible at Sudoku, let me tell you.
the subtransionic waves would suggest, to my hypothesis, that certain, maybe a new element, has somehow interacted with our universe, multiple other universes, dimension hopping, if you will, perhaps even existing in the same place, every dimension at the same time.
Right?
Hang on. Siri.
And I rail that off to her, to Siri.
Ah, yes. Space IMDb says Space Truckers 7.
Oh, right! Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. You think there'll be a Dirk Bentley in this galaxy? Just, you know.
Dirk Bentley?
He was a bit of all right in that.
Well, surely you want good actors in your dioramas.
Did you just diss Dirk Bentley?
You just said he was okay.
No, I said he was a bit of all right.
Right, which means okay.
That means I'd hit that like the fist of an angry demigod.
So you don't like him at all?
What?
I have much to learn about films.
And sex, apparently.
Perhaps we can have you continue this conversation in another place, far away from the command deck. Lieutenant Scan, if you would be so kind as to accompany the group here back to their...
Can we get someone else?
What?
Lieutenant Scan is a fine officer. I've worked with him many, many times.
I'm sorry, Simon. Have I offended you in some way?
I don't see anything to him.
You look like you need a drink. How about some soup? You need to replace all those electrolytes you lost when you threw up.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, right. Hang on. Here we go. We can sort that. Boop, boop. Soup. Soup.
I mean, I could probably just alter his DNA
Dunk.
so he doesn't get
Oh,
tired.
there we go. There you go, mate. There you go. It's soup. There you go.
Is it raspberry flavored?
Is this
Oh, you think it might
jelly?
be no, it's definitely soup. Just squish it up a bit. It's fine.
Smells like strawberries.
Oh, there you go. There you're fine. It's fine. Just find the pips. Down the hatch. It'll be good for you.
Tastes pretty good.
We do, right? Why does every bloody machine only give strawberry jam though? I don't understand.
So Lieutenant Scan walks over to the door. Please, if you could accompany me, I will take you back to your quarters.
Aye.
And yeah, he starts to like lead you guys off. I guess Simon, you're kind of just not really paying too much attention to him.
Yeah, this jam's tasting. And I'm sticking to like the back of the group, just kind of following and just taking little skips out.
I'll probably lend you a very small span as he uses a spoon.
So as you guys are like walking down the hallway, you can see like that there are quite clearly like representatives from the different delegations from like the basically you're walking past like a bunch of diplomats. They're probably arguing with like a whole bunch of different military personnel, saying, "My quarters are not nearly big enough. I don't understand why I am relegated to standard quarters. I know far well that you have luxury quarters available. One such as myself should be placed into these quarters. Now, I have assistants as well. You should have plenty of luxury quarters for them. You understand, I need to be properly stewarded. I need my coffee in the morning. If I don't have my coffee ready to go, then I am not at 100%. And if I'm not at 100%, then I can't govern the people." And they just kind of like walk past. The Ogron delegation starts to like, you can see they're like kind of shoving each other. Like, yeah, I go first. I'm biggin'. No, I'm biggin'. No, I'm biggin'. Bigginest. I'm bigginest. Okay, bigginest. Maybe I show you who's strongest. Strongest? No, I'm stronger than it, sir. And like they're just kind of shoving each other as like they walk past, constantly trying to shuffle who's in front. The Borean delegation walks past, and it's like way too many people. Like it's probably like 30 Boreans, and the rest of the delegations had like 5 people. The Boreans are all just
talking.
Yeah, they're all just simultaneously conversing. I had this one feller, he gave me a lot of trouble, so I hit him with my wrench, and everything was fine. I had him a little bit of Greg's, just, a little pig jammy here and then everything was fine. So he says to her, "Listen, I've had enough. When I say that the panels aren't good enough, I say that the panels aren't good enough." And, like, the conversation just keep going on and on. Like, there's just so many Boreans, like, in this little space. You can't tell, like, who's in charge. And then, like, you can see there's, like, one female Borean who's wearing, like, probably, like, some, like, tattered overalls that she has, like, tied around her waist that are just kind of, like, dragging behind her. And she's just whacking people with wrenches.
Right.
She's not even talking. She's just hitting people with wrenches. Clonk, clonk.
Percussive maintenance, it works for everything and everyone.
Yeah, like the androids, there's just like straight up like one android that's walking down. It kind of, I would say that it's probably, I would say probably like shorter and generally kind of boxier. It's definitely not like a humanoid kind of looking android. It seems like a bit awkward as it moves, but it's talking to what appears to be like all of the different like congregations that are kind of like walking past, like the different diplomats. simultaneously. Like it's carrying on like different conversations. Like as you walk past, you can sort of like hear different like angled like communications. Like it almost like they have like data bursts. Like you're like walk through the data burst and you can like hear part of the conversation. And as you continue forward, Lieutenant Scan says, to further on what the captain said, she had mentioned to me, Private Nova, that she would like you to keep guard with the rest of the group here to analyze the data that Dr. Icarus has been studying. She would like to create a team to study this information. They will need protection from
I am to protect this team,
You are.
these people.
You are.
They are important. Okay. I will do this. I will do this.
Dr. Icarus's research is very important. If we are to find out exactly what happened to the ship, why we are here, and if it is possible to return to where we came from, so that we could analyze the nothing.
Ah, yes, the nothing. I will do this.
I have been in communications while we have been walking with your Lance
With
Corporal?
Pop?
Yes, Lance Corporal Pop.
Yes.
He has confirmed that you will not be rejoining your team while you are protecting this group.
So I don't say anything, but you sort of see my shoulders square a little bit, and I wobble my head. I'm definitely looking for opportunities to increase my reputation, and in my mind, this just might have become one. So I give him a curt little nod, like I'm on it.
It appears that for some reason, while working together, you have been able to determine things that the rest of the science officers aboard the ship, including myself, were unable to determine. I will be reporting to this group regularly to assist as necessary.
I sigh from the back. Scoop up some more jam.
It's just water jam. It's gross. So, yeah, he just kind of continues onwards, and he says, the commander believes that the diplomats will try to have her replaced, but it is possible that she will become the captain of the Arcadia in the absence of Captain Panel. I do not know where this path will lead, but I believe it is an important one to follow. I agree with the captain. Please, do not speak of this to the rest of the civilian population. This is highly classified. Do you understand?
Highly classified. Understood.
Very well. Until we have proven the fact that we are in another universe, we must not speak of this to the rest of the crew. And probably by now, you guys have gone through like a few turbo lifts, and you make it back to the science labs. And he opens up the door. We look forward to hearing from you. Private Nova, please You're looking rather tired. The lot of you are. It is important that you get rack time soon.
Are we to take this now?
I am not your direct commanding officer. That is not my place. But
But he's already undoing a paladin back.
Who is now my direct officer?
Oh, please be me.
your direct commanding officer is still Lance Corporal Pop. He has been briefed on the situation and will update you as necessary. It will be important that you make sure to get rest. You cannot take care of them entirely by yourself.
Okay, then we need probably more officer.
It is possible. I will speak with Lance Corporal Pop and perhaps the tactical officer Win to find out the best means of creating some form of shift rotation. Good day and good luck. I understand your different races believe in this luck.
Yes.
So I hope you have the good version of it.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Turns and starts to walk away.
I look back to the group like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
they don't believe in it.
I have mathematically proven there is no such thing as luck. Look,
I got a lucky spanner. See?
Betty, is this replicator? Is it working?
I think so, yes.
let me check. Can I have some strawberry jam, please?
Give me
Does it matter? They're all giving out strawberry jam.
it totally does matter. Betty has not adjusted this replicator yet. I'm gonna guess that you get like just a regular thing of strawberry jam, non-soup version. Pretty much, there's not a lot of replicators throughout the ship. Just an FYI. So like, certain ones of these have been relegated specifically for like engineering, stuff like that. Like you guys have, there is like a galley that you know, it's like a cafeteria for all intents and purposes. On
So
this
they're not
place.
all like food dispensers.
No, I mean certain replicators are for like, you know, replicating, you know, ship parts, and certain replicators are for food. Certain replicators are for maybe like to help you guys in biology and stuff like that. They're specialties. So, if you are trying to get some food, I'm gonna say that the science lab is not the place where you'd get that.
It's clinical strawberry jam.
I have actually devised a paste. We do have. It'll give you everything you need.
Ooh, that sounds alright. Let's try it then.
So I don't know if I'm aware that there's an issue with the replicator, but
Replicator, give me some of that paste.
You cannot get this from the paste. I have some back in the lab.
Oh, alright then. What flavour is it?
Amoeba.
It's basically agar jelly, isn't it? It's just, you know, it's the stuff they put in petri dishes to cultivate bacteria.
Yeah.
It's not a flavor. How would one even measure a flavor? Oh, how to measure a flavor?
Well, I know it's a flavour. What you do is you go, does this taste like Marmite? And if it tastes like Marmite, then it's got a flavour.
This
You know what? I'm just gonna have some Marmite.
It's strawberry jam.
No. Betty's totally got a jar of Marmite on her, and she's just like just licking it off the, just licking it off
Probably
the spatula.
mixed like equal parts with machine grease.
So
Probably.
I go over to the replicator
It's like a lollipop.
and let's see. I say green tea, hot, lemon.
It's not a food replicator.
What does it make typically?
Specifically, it's like it's geared towards the science labs and research and
Oh,
stuff
we're
like
back
that.
in the science labs now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought we were still coming away from the control room.
No. That was one of the first things I said, that you guys were headed down the lifts and.
I am on my way to the fridge to get some paste.
Okay.
Now, you just rip off the tip, and then it just squeezes out.
I give this to Nova.
It's a frib.
But-
Now, everything growing, my lady?
I am a woman. I do not want this. I would
See,
like
she's
some.
got those lady bumps on the front that they got.
Ah, lovely lady lumps, yes.
I would like some green
Oh,
Oh, no,
tea
it's good.
with lemon. I will not eat this.
We could
just
probably
kinda
rig up
slap.
like a kettle and things, right?
Slap his hand.
There's a heating pipe in there somewhere. I can. If you got like a container of water, I could rig up a kettle and. Do you want some Bovril? I got some Bovril there too.
Isn't that a Harry Potter character?
No, Bovril. It's
Yeah, I don't know
a
what
drink.
the fuck that is. That's a random.
Bovril. Okay, it's
All
it's
of your-
basically Marmite and Bovril are both black goop. Okay, one you put on toast, the other one you dissolve in water. Bovril
One is yeasty, the other one is beefy.
beefy. Yeah. It's
Why?
great.
Why?
Because
Why do
beef
you
goop-
have those things?
Because rationing.
The UK is weird.
Basically, because of rationing. Okay, these are all things from World War II. All right.
Bovril is a watery gravy drink.
Pretty
those are,
much, yeah.
Those are words that I would never, ever expect to hear.
Basically, you're drinking gravy. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get like Bovril cubes, like the gravy cubes you can get.
Yeah.
It's basically drinking
I'm
gravy.
feeling bovrilled. Bovrilled.
Jesus Christ, you got some
We
weird
can make you a nice
shit in
cup
the
of
UK.
Bovril. Oh, put airs on your chest, metaphorically speaking.
I'm just sitting in the kind of quietest corner of the room with my jam.
Do you want a bit of Bovril or Marmite in that? No? All right. Then. More for me.
No, Nova, believe me, there is nothing that you could get out of tea that you can't get out of this.
I will not eat this. I do not know what this is.
I just eat some.
Oh, I'll
So
admit that.
they-
Squeeze a bit on me wrench.
They wouldn't know this about me yet, but I'm
Squeeze it
like
on the wrench.
super almost clinical about what I eat. It's like gotta have, exactly what my body needs and nothing excess.
Can I do a roll? Because I would have designed this paste to be exactly what you just described.
What kind of role? I mean, you
I
just
don't
have
know.
to talk to her. I mean, what?
Cooking. Make you roll cooking.
I mean, I don't even know.
I guess I'll go through the nutritional readout. There's probably like a printed code on it, so we don't get it mixed up with the.
Are you saying that your character, that Dr. Icarus, is offended that she's not eating the paste?
Oh no, I'm not offended that she's not eating the paste, but I
Well, it's
wanted to
because
eat
it's
the
like
paste
I have
because
to.
it's
You're
the
asking.
perfect idea.
You're
of
asking
food
to
as
do
far
a
as I'm
roll,
concerned.
but you have no idea. Like, there's
About
nothing to
making
roll.
the paste.
So you want to roll to see how nutritional you made the paste.
Yeah, I want it to be like exactly basically what Nova just described as the perfect food, because I don't care about taste or anything.
Well, Nova hasn't
if I don't
described
eat, I
anything.
die.
Tuesday described something.
As
And
Tuesday just described,
yeah.
that's what the paste would be.
Yeah. So give me an intuition plus cooking if you got it.
Chemistry.
Ooh, chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry will work.
Okay, so once per day,
Oh, dear.
I
Oh,
have
my.
an exploit called unorthodox.
Mm-hmm.
I have an unorthodox approach to things. So once a day, I can substitute one of my mental attributes for another one for the purpose of making a check.
Okie doke. Can you explain how you do this?
Well, okay, so instead of I logically wrote down all the numbers of the nutritional value that a humanoid needs, and I just basically grew it in the lab to the exact.
Can I
And
just
now
state
it's the
that I have iron constitution, which is probably going to come in handy here.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a logic plus your bullshit. I mean chemistry.
Tastes like socks.
My
Can I have some
bullshit.
more? Ooh, yeah.
18.
An 18. Yeah. It
Double sixes, damn it.
it generally has a
Tastes like socks. But
it-
it's, you know,
it's a
very
nutrient
good.
it's a nutrient paste that that does the job.
I'm going to mix a bit of Marmite with this, all right?
You're muted.
What?
No, Peachy's muted.
Sorry. There's like a sticker on it with like it doesn't have like ingredients like you expect from food. It is just the numbers of the nutritional value, like your protein and all that, just written down.
basically
The
Soylent,
exact calorie.
What's the
It's-
texture of the paste?
Has anyone ever seen iZombie? It's like the brain pastes they have. It's not appetizing whatsoever.
Is it
Kind
kind of
of
like
gooey.
mushy and gritty at the same time?
Yeah.
We got this weird coating on the top of my mouth that won't come off. Yeah.
Everything a growing lady, as you said, needs.
Yeah.
I am not growing.
It'll put
Anymore?
bones on your chest.
What?
I do
You're
not need
gro-
those.
What are you?
These
12?
are fine.
Really? Ooh, okay, suit yourself then.
Low key fucking roast. Jesus.
I'm just looking at them like, okay.
I'm like flashing a big grin. I've probably got my false teeth have probably slipped a bit.
I'm just there licking Marmite off a wrench.
I'm quietly dipping my finger into my strawberry water sip.
I'm sorry, Whack.
So am I.
I'm sorry, Nova.
You're the straight man. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Nova. I wouldn't be inclined to eat this at all. So yeah, I would just say I eat food, not this.
It's basically food. It's all the things you need from food.
So what is going on in my mind that they wouldn't realize, and I am definitely not going to say, is that I was basically grown in a lab, and I want to be as human as possible. So I'm not going to be eating something that
Basically, what they would give you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it's also grown in a lab. I'm
Yeah.
eating my cousin.
Yeah, so this has zero appeal for Nova.
Question: clones are just people, right? They just were born in a different way.
Yeah, I mean they're people. Yeah.
You don't have a barcode or anything. Just
No.
On the back of
the
your head.
military.
No barcode.
It's underneath your tongue.
Okay, damn it. There's a barcode.
No.
There's a bit of a barcode.
Okay. So I mean, you rebuke the doctor's efforts to feed you a paste.
Yeah.
That
Yep,
was
is
that was a
not-
good 15-minute conversation about paste.
Yeah.
That I will
Okay.
never ever fucking get back. That time is lost forever.
Hey, Whack. Set your alarm 15 minutes earlier tomorrow. There you go.
Hey, we got you.
I don't think
is for
that's
the
how
weak.
it works. Why don't we go
Gotcha.
ahead and take a break? Because I know I need one.
After that.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back in just a little bit. Stay tuned, everybody, for some more Turn Order Warped Season 2, Episode number 2. It can only get worse from here. We'll be right back.